Hello and welcome to yet another Oh the Anthem podcast.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Oh God, if only you could see what happened before the podcast started.
Oh my. All right, so.
Yeah.
Oh, the video's been running too.
Yeah, so we do have evidence of it.
Yeah.
Well,
good luck stitching all that together.
What was the talk? Like 35 minutes we have to cut out?
Yeah. Running the monster from Dune. That you Make sure you edit that out. I don't want anybody getting insulted. So.
Yeah. Right. Well, was that a real, like somebody?
That was real.
Did you know that person?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I've seen that before, though.
Yeah.
Of course, I've seen everything.
We're going to find out how many people actually like listen to the podcast because everyone's going to have questions about this part.
Yeah. All right, so back on track, everybody. Good afternoon.
That was the quickest sidebar ever.
Yeah. Welcome to the Oh the Anthem podcast. As always, that's Cory. I'm Rob. And you are listening to what is the original Oh the Anthem podcast, part of the Oh the Anthem digital network.
Rob's a lawyer, so he has to say all that stuff.
And we are very happy to announce that you will now be able not only to be able to find us on ohtheanthem.com, at iTunes, through Dogcatcher, or your RSS feeds, but
on Stitcher.
Yeah,
hopefully by the time this podcast is up, we're on Stitcher.
We'll be official. So
we're working on that part,
right? But so we're hoping to have it up there. So Stitcher is actually a really great website. That it's an app. It's not really a website. It's an app.
Well, they have the website part too, so you can go there and just like on your browser watch.
Right.
Basically, what we've been doing is iTunes is well known, like that's pretty much the big game in town,
right?
And then. You know, you can sort of listen to podcasts on websites, which is what I do.
Right.
But you can also go to aggregators, and we're trying to fill all the holes with the aggregators.
Right.
So, you know, we're definitely on Dogcatcher because me and Rob added it.
Yeah, and I love it.
Yeah, Dogcatcher is a great app. And Stitcher was a lot of fun whenever I play with it, so I'm glad to be filling in the holes.
Wait, you're filling in the holes online, playing around with it. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, with a Welsh accent.
Good to Welsh accent.
Occasionally a Scottish.
Oh, you're the dumbest.
You're the dumbest taxi driver ever.
Anyway.
Look at my dress. It's soaking.
Anyway, but yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll be able to find us on Stitcher, so check that out. And we are very thankful, theoretically, in the future, that Stitcher has accepted us and that you'll be able to find our content on there. The great thing about that is it will be there forever. So even when we're broke and we can't pay for ohtheanthem.com anymore.
Right, when $15 a year just becomes so insurmountable.
Too much. Then you can still find it on Stitcher. So
I'm still spending $30 a week on cigarettes, but I can't spend $15 a year on a website.
Absolutely not. And I would think that if
begging Rob for odds and ends.
Well, yeah,
Rob, can you just support $7.50 a month or $7.50 for getting the website live? No,
I can. I can do it. Can you come up with your $7.50? Oh, wait. You meant can I pay the full $15? Absolutely not. I won't. I refuse.
I paid for it for the first 3 years.
All right, and then I paid for the other 9,000 websites in the Oh the Anthem Digital Network.
Oh, the Anthem Digital Network.
I bought like 7 websites the other day. So,
wow.
Some of the stuff's set up to ready to go.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's for the book and a bunch of stuff. Anyway, so thank you to Stitcher. Hopefully, theoretically, in the future that we've been accepted by them and you'll be able to find our content there. So even if the website doesn't work, Stitcher actually hosts it on their website. So it's available in perpetuity no matter what may happen to us, unless, I guess, the zombie apocalypse. Then you probably won't be able to find it.
No, we still host it.
It'll still be there. We still host it?
Yeah.
I thought you sent them the content.
No.
Oh, maybe not. Okay, I got to read it.
No, it's just like another intermediary.
Okay, so it's just posting it for us.
Yeah. But it's a nice layout site, and a lot of people use it.
By the way, sidebar. You got to watch Old Boy. We got distracted by the Korean thing.
Fuck. No.
Watch it. Elizabeth Olsen.
I love Elizabeth Olsen. I really do.
She's naked like the last half of the movie. It's fantastic. And the twist. Oh my God!
Hold on.
Twist.
Hold on. Fucking sidebar. You know, you really appreciate somebody for their talents when you are upset with the prospect of seeing them naked.
Are you upset?
No, I like Elizabeth Olsen as she is.
She was in another movie. Her very first movie she got naked in. Like Marge.
Yeah,
like
Martha
that.
May.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I
like that movie.
And you know what? Interesting.
Sarah Paulson was in that too.
Yeah, she played like the older sister of the mom or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so I have that rule with life. Like, if I'm into a girl, I can't have personal time with the whole thing. Because it ruins it for me. I can't.
Well, so a lot of people used to say, oh, you love Michelle Branch.
Right.
So, I bet if you ever became, super famous, you'd want to, lure her away from her bass player husband.
Right.
No. Michelle Branch is like a sister to me that I don't know.
Okay, that's a little weird. No, I mean, I get your concept. I had something else.
She's immediately and forever taken off the list.
It's like Aubrey Plaza.
No, I fucked the shit out of Aubrey.
Okay.
If that was a thing that if I was of the mind to be fucking random celebrities, she would be on the list.
Yeah, see, I'm like Drake. I want to get your list of celebrities just so when you're married and we're famous, I'm just going to work this.
You're going to take care of my list.
I'm going to take video too.
I'm just gonna make a list.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, all right, well, nothing I can do with this list. And then Rob just picks it up out of the trash. And
yeah. And then I shoot it all. And then my Christmas gift for you the next year.
Rob's going down the list. He's like, why is Barney Frank on here? Why is Representative Barney Frank on this list?
There are things I'm not willing to do even for you. But
it'd be down.
So obviously you don't have the same problem because you're in a relationship.
Right.
I forget who I was telling. I think I was on a date with a very awkward second date conversation. But she was talking about how...
Talk about celebrity crushes?
No, about masturbation and whether or not... so we had... at our first date, we were sitting outside on these graded chairs.
Yeah.
And she was...
Was it at the pub?
No, it was in Easton, but a very similar place, but in Easton. And so, she spent 20 minutes talking about how the skirt was too short, and it was leaving imprints on her legs, and turning over and showing thigh, the things that girls do, that girls do that let you know that it's game on. But then I did what I do, which is we're gonna shut that down. That's not happening tonight,
right? Because
that's gonna make you want me more, and it'll be set up. So then our second
way to put your strategy out there on the internet for free.
Damn it!
So guess what? Now patent pending. The Rob Cheek method.
That's a trademark. Oh no, that is already trademarked. The Rob Cheek method is already trademarked.
Is it?
From back in college. Yeah, actually.
Did you put in the proper paperwork with the trademark office?
It's my intellectual property. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
It's 10 years ago, intellectual property.
Can I get a group of Indians to sue you and get it turned over?
Absolutely, yes. You probably could.
Right.
It is offensive to women. I'll tell you that. So.
All right, so I just need to get a bunch of women between the ages of 18 and 23.
18 and 21.
18 and 21.
3 years, yeah.
Okay.
And
to say that they find it offensive to them.
But it has to result to them, so that means I've had to use it on them. So you're going to have to find 3 women who are mad at me.
Oh, that's going to be difficult.
I know. Yeah, it's an impossible mission. It's like Indiana Jones and
Where am I ever going to find that?
Well, actually, no. There's nobody real 20 miles from here. It would take you 20 miles from where we're sitting right now, probably.
Well, I could just put something on fucking Facebook and tag you in it.
That's true.
And then it'll show up on your news feed. It would be like, anybody really pissed at Robert and Sheik?
Yeah. Anyway, so our conversation the second time was oh, by the way, I knew that you were doing that on purpose. You shut me down because you wanted me to want you, and then you came back, and I was like, well, legitimately, I don't want it to happen quickly because I like you, and you're the kind of girl I can take home to mom, and I want that to be something that we have.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's not somebody I'm with now, so it's not going to happen.
Oh, but, sucks to be you.
Yeah, so forever alone. Anyway, so then she was just like, but I know that you...
By the way, I am being classy and drinking Coke out of a 2-liter bottle.
I see that. It's just like college all over again. But she was just like, I know that you're
coming out of a bowl.
We got to find that video of you drinking Coke from a bowl. That was entertaining. Well, ask Zach. I bet he still has it.
He probably does. I know the footage of me getting hit in the face with a hockey puck is still live on YouTube. I'm pretty sure the video is called Corey Baker is the idiot.
And is the idiot part redo. Part do.
Part do, I think, was the one that actually made it live.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Anyway,
we'll put it in the show notes.
Whole point of this was that
because I've already posted a video of me in a sports bra this week. I don't see how it could get any worse.
Well, and then I added on Facebook my cute picture. So I mean, it's or my ugly picture. Anyway,
you as a child athlete?
Yeah, which, by the way, horrible athlete. Just horrible. That picture was like the only time I ever stood still and touched the ball, because otherwise I was running away from it. And I played goalie for a little while. That's not true. But out in the field, I was just fat and slow. Not the thing you want to do when you're playing soccer.
I was a pretty good soccer player for a while.
Yeah, well, and then you hurt the knee, and then she went bad. Anyway, so let me finish the story. So, second date, what she was saying is like, well, I know even though you shut it down that you went home and had a little personal time. And I was like, I can't, because that will ruin you for me.
Yeah.
It'll ruin you. I'll only think about you like that, and then the second date will come, and then that'll happen, and then I can't take you home to mom anymore, and I can't.
Yeah. You've been sullied.
It's Madonna or whore. You're either, well... You're either Madonna or Madonna.
Or if you're really Madonna, you could be either.
Right, but no, it's like you're Madonna, the mother of Jesus, or you're Madonna, like a virgin, but not really a virgin. So, like, I gotta keep you in that category.
Sex book Madonna.
Oh, God. By the way, did that impact your life at all? Did you get a copy of that when you were like 12?
No.
Never did?
No.
It was at the public library.
The only thing I knew about it was that they talked about it on SNL.
They did, but no, it was at the public library. You could have picked up a copy.
Oh, okay. Well,
I remember being 12 and being like, "Oh my God!" And that probably explains a lot of the things in my life, actually.
I think I was. I feel bad for the generations that are like now, with high-speed internet and shit like that.
They don't appreciate it.
Like back in the day of 56K modems, to see a nipple was a half-hour experience. And God forbid if you clicked on the wrong nipple. Like you said to yourself, like, oh, this looks promising.
Yeah.
And then you click it for the high res. There's only so many places you could go on the internet for porn without getting viruses or like entering a credit card or something like that.
Yeah.
But you'd click on a nipple and you'd be like, oh yeah, that's the one. That's the tit I need to see. And then you'd spend a half hour waiting for it to like having to do that thing where you like walk to the door to see if mom's coming up the stairs. Like,
right. Yeah.
Dinner will be ready soon. I'll be down in a bit. You stay there.
You stay down there.
You stay there. Stay down there, and I'll be up here, and don't bother me. And then, eventually that nipple would fully load, and you're just like, God damn it.
I clicked the wrong one. Not what I thought it was going to be.
I can't jerk off to this nipple.
But also...
And then you'd have to make it work. And then, like, you fucking kids don't know pain.
You don't. Well, first of all, okay.
Because now, like, you can just go to your YouPorns or whatever and just like next. On your cell phone, by the way, not even a computer. Yeah, that chick's got fat thighs. Next.
Who says that? Who would say something about a woman like that? That's so degrading.
I feel like we're just extending our conversation from earlier into the podcast. We're already 15 in.
All right, so, but kids, you're lucky these days because you didn't have that problem. You didn't have the starting the song download before you left for school, so that it would be done by the time you got home from school. Yeah,
because it used to take 8 hours.
Right. But we did have an advantage of like hanging outside the liquor store and giving some old guy like $15 to go get you a couple beers.
Yeah.
Because they've shut that down. And adults don't like buying kids cigarettes anymore. Like that's what I realized. So, but when I was 14, I was a pack a week smoker at 14.
Yeah, but you could buy cigarettes. You used to be able to talk your way through not having to show ID at a 7-Eleven or something like that.
Eventually,
they'd be like, "Are you 18?" I'd be like, "No." They'd be like, "Well, I'll just make an exception for you this time."
Yeah, the small town. Well, and the small town that was easy. And my neighbor, who I went to the liquor store with a couple of times,
like, come on, Ronald, give me my cigarettes. I'm here every week.
You know who I am.
I don't need the fucking lecture.
And then, so then you also learn about the place that you pay $20 a pack for cigarettes, but they'll sell it to you. Like,
oh yeah.
You just put the $20 down and you take the cigarettes and walk away, and then he's gonna ring them up for like $4. By the way, that's how much it costs, like $4
back in the day.
So you gave him a $16 tip for selling you cigarettes, but yeah. So we had those things better, which led to you being a smoker and me being a smoker and
Yeah,
ruining our lives.
The absolute model of physical fitness.
Right. And then on the other hand, we had slow porn and they have fast porn. There is nothing about 2014 that's not better. I'm going to say that, except for everything we've ever talked about on the podcast, dating and all that stuff. But anyway, speaking of things that are awesome in 2014 and things that I'm upset about, you refuse to download my new favorite app. And I don't understand why.
What app?
Yo!
Oh, is that thing fucking real?
It's a real fucking thing.
No, I mean, like, that. You've actually been trying to send that to me?
I've been sending it to you because I want you to download it.
So you send it to me on WhatsApp, which already makes me like a little bit nervous because we never talk on WhatsApp.
It only connects on WhatsApp. I have one friend on WhatsApp. That's you. So I can't even get Yode because you won't add it.
And then I get a message from you going like, "Hey, can I?" Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, where's your WhatsApp?
It's a big purple.
No, where's your WhatsApp? That's what I'm looking for.
No.
You keep it in your.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get a message that says, add my Yo username by tapping here, link. If you don't have a Yo app, get it here, link. Like, that just seems like it's like your phone has a virus and you're sending me things automatically.
Right, but I was standing in front of you when I sent that.
Okay, so...
And by the way, the only conversation we've had on WhatsApp has been me sending you Yo invitations.
Yeah.
And then you saying, what's that? That was it. That was the entirety of our conversation.
Yeah, so explain this to the people.
All right, so Yo is a fantastic app that you add people. Unfortunately, you can only add people from WhatsApp, which is weird because I don't use WhatsApp.
Yeah, so become friends with Rob on WhatsApp.
Yeah, at Robert and Cheek on WhatsApp or on Yo and on WhatsApp. Anyway, so you then select a person, much like Snapchat. I would select you out of the list, and then I hit boop. I don't know what I hit because I haven't done it yet because I don't have any friends. But you hit something, and then your phone goes, yo, yo. And as more times I hit the button, the more times your phone says, yo, 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 yo. So the point of that is that if you know...
Does it actually make a noise?
It says yo. It says yo. Yo. Listen, you can quote me. If you find a link online, this is what it's going to sound like. Yo, yo, yo.
Does anybody else do this? This is just like a... Twitter me if this is the case for anybody else.
Tweet me. It's tweeting.
Send me a tweet.
Yeah, there you go.
On your Twitter if this is something that you do. But you're like in the office and you're really busy and you got a million fucking things on your mind and then all of a sudden your phone starts ringing and you're like, God damn it. Hello?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, hey, how's it going? No, I got a minute. What's up?
Super friendly, yeah.
Yeah. But there's always that like, shit! Like,
right.
Why?
But this app...
Why are you calling me right now when I'm busy?
The app avoids
How dare
that.
you?
The app avoids it.
Oh, if I heard yo 15 times, I'd throw my phone at your face.
And some douches will probably do that. But what I would do is... So, I'm expecting a call from you. And
right.
It's when we're going to do show prep, and when you're going to get back from dinner, you're going to let me know. And my phone is on vibrate, which is an exception because it will yo even if it's on vibrate. So you have to turn
great. So I could be in a movie and all of a sudden I
turn
hear
it on silent.
Yo, 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 yo.
Put your phone on silent. That's all I'm saying. You're supposed to put it on silent in a movie anyway. Anyway, so I'm expecting a call from you, and I'm doing whatever I'm doing at work because I'm still at work at 11 o'clock at night, and you're going to dinner and movies and stuff because, that's how this works. And then I might hear my phone go, yo, and I look up at it, and I'm like, okay, Corey just yo'd me.
Oh, I got a yo. I wonder who that is.
Well, no, because it'll tell you. And I can.
I know. I'm just saying.
You'd think
it'd be funny. You'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
Who could this be?
Yeah. Anyway.
Hold on a second. Let me get my glasses on the end of my nose so I look really studious. Oh, Corey's trying to yo me.
It's Corey. How about that?
I wonder what this yo means.
Yeah, so
I better text or fucking call him.
No. Yeah, exactly. But what it would do is you yo'd me. I'd be like, okay, he's free. He's ready for me to call him. Let me wrap up what I'm doing. Instead of you calling me, which is what happens, and me saying, oh, yeah, let me finish up what I'm doing, and I'll give you a call back. And then I call you, and you're like, oh, shit, no, I got my thing. I'm doing this. Hang on, give me 30 seconds. I'm going to call you right back, and then we play phone tag, and then we get done. So it simplifies. You yo, I call, boom, done.
See, but that's one situation where this would potentially be like...
Situation number 2, I'm coming to pick you up. And as I'm driving, because I would never text and drive, instead of texting you, as I come around the corner...
You have a Yo app integrated with your car stereo. So you can just hit the yo button, and then it yos
I say, Corey, yo, and it yos you. That's what happens.
Yeah. Does it do it in the voice that you do it in?
Yo. That's the actual noise.
That'd be funny if you're just like, hey, yo app. Boop. Send Corey this particular yo. Ayo. And then all of a sudden I get like a ayo.
Or you get the what's the guy's name? Hey yo. Rapper from the 90s.
DMX?
Yeah. Hey yo bitch.
Hey yo bitch. Yo, look at your phone.
Yo, look at your phone, son. Anyway, but no, so I yo you when I'm coming to pick you up, and you can come, to come out. I don't feel like I have to call you because I've hit the button, I've yo'd you. We're good.
I would still prefer the text or the call.
All right, and that's fine. It is,
and it doesn't save me any time because I'd spend more time looking for the Yo app to send it to you because it's not going to have place on my screen.
Do you really have that much? Do you not know how to make folders?
I don't like folders. I like listen. I got folders on the back screen. On my fifth screen, I got folders.
You are a weirdo.
No, because listen, every single screen is filled with the important stuff. And then on the back screen, I have categories where I have expanded. Like, there's apps on my home screens multiple times. Some of them are in folders.
Okay.
So I have a driving
I got
page.
You. Yeah.
Where I have, like, all my audio apps.
Right.
Like, dog catchers there and Google Music and all that shit.
You mean like this? Yeah, just like that? That easy one-touch, bam, bam, bam,
yeah,
bam.
I like it spread out. I like the aesthetic of just an app and an app and an app and an app.
And then like Facebook, where I click that and it's all my social networks together.
God damn you.
I'm a very popular person.
How many fucking social networks does somebody need?
Seriously, though, I have, what is that? 14.
How many?
14 socials. I include the Chive as a social.
It is a social network.
But yeah, I mean, otherwise it's Blogger and stuff is included in there too. And then here I also have Snapchat.
Do it for the vine.
Ways that I contact people is this one.
Yeah.
Social networks.
Right.
Camera and camera apps. Phone and phone-related apps.
I don't have my phone with me, so I can't show you what I'm talking about. But
no, I get it. I've seen your phone, yeah. So, but I just think that's pointless. Anyway, it's
regardless,
fine. You're not going to download Yo. Everybody else add me at Robert and Cheek on Yo, and you can Yo me. And you know what? I would love. I'm going to start my own podcast without Corey, where it's just going to be me and a microphone and my phone, and I'm just going to wait for you to Yo me, and it's just going to be Yo's. It's going to be an hour.
The Yo show.
Just a Yo show.
There's already a Yo show.
Just click and like. All right, who's online? Make sure you send in your yos because I'm starting to record at 12. And then it's like, yo. And I could be like, hey, what's up, Ashley? Hey, Stephanie. What's up, Ryan? Corey, how's it going? And
Corey's yoing you all of a sudden.
Not you, Corey.
Oh, another Corey.
Matters. A Corey that matters.
A Corey that actually cares about Yo.
In my Yo-verse, yes.
All right. So here's why Yo is a terrible fucking thing for the world.
Yeah.
Because every single day in Silicon Valley and places like Silicon Valley, like...
Sorry, what?
There are talented programmers who are working on apps which can legitimately change the future of our world. Because every single day, technological innovations make the world better.
Yeah.
Yo just received $1 million in seed funding.
Right.
Which means that the people who run Yo now have $1 million to buy office space and hire people and... whatever else they need to make this app work. I can't imagine it's much.
I'm sorry, I was a little distracted about your world-changing apps because I was looking at Hot or Not and Tinder.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, in the future, there's going to be another great...
Time hop.
Another great app like Hot or Not or Tinder that allows you to judge women based off of how they look. Try and connect.
Yeah.
But... it won't be able to do anything. It won't be able to move forward because everybody is scared off from investing in tech companies because Yo just wasted $1 million of somebody's hard-earned fortune.
But if that guy does his homework correctly, he could embezzle like $600,000 of that and just live forever. So that
because $600,000 is the same as $100,000 used to be.
If you can invest it right, you can live on $600,000. Hey, you could live off $600,000.
You could, but it's not like...
You invest that correctly, that's like $40,000 a year.
If you're fucking 25 years old, and you have another 75 years...
Yeah. Well, I'm from my perspective, I don't. I'm like midlife now. So.
Well, I'm saying, say you're 25 and you have another 75 years.
Yeah.
And you have $600,000.
Well, if the growth rate of inflation stays steady and doesn't grow exponentially, and the Fed releases money in a way that...
Yeah, the dollar remains the same over the course of 75 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it hasn't expanded, like...
Greatly, yeah.
Yeah, in just the last 5 years.
Yeah. I'm assuming all other things being equal. You could live off $600,000.
And then, so you just have $50,000 a year to live off of.
Yeah. And you can still work.
Well, no, that's the high life, though. $50,000 a year.
And you know what? Let a couple years go by, so everybody forgets about him.
No, I'm saying, like, right now, when we're 25, like, $50,000 is pretty cool. Yeah. Like, that pays for a lot of shit. Yep. When you're 50 and you have kids and you're trying to get them into college, right? $600,000 doesn't even cover college anymore.
What I'm saying is, he lets it blow over.
If you have 3 kids,
he lets it blow over for a couple years, changes his name, comes up with another bullshit app, gets another $1 million.
this one's called Hey.
He's learned the scheme now. He knows.
You know what the icon would be? It would be Navi from Legend of Zelda. Yeah. And just like anytime you want to set, like, hey, I really want to annoy Rob here in the middle of the day for no reason, I'll just send him a hey. And then over on your end, it'll just be like, hey, listen, hey. You'll be like, shut up, Navi.
Yeah, we just went down a...
that would be a great app.
We just went down
Annoy your friends with Navi app.
Oh, and you know what?
Patent pending.
And...
Give me $1 million. I'll make it really fucking funny.
To turn it off, you can pay $1 that goes to charity. So you pay $1, it turns it off, so that person can't give it back to you. Can't Navi you anymore. And we just went down in like a nerddom a thing because I'm not sure anybody really knows who Navi is from Legend of Zelda, except for I watched you play it for hours.
Somebody does. Somebody's laughing hysterically at that.
And as I will tell you the same thing I told someone via text today. Which is... we
gotta find that text, and we gotta...
No. Points! That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have now leveled up in nerddom. Points!
Good.
Good for you.
Good for me.
Yeah, good for you. So, all right, so now that
we've spent a thorough...
27 minutes.
talking about this nonsense bullshit.
Now on to the real topic of today, which I honestly... We could just not talk about soccer at all, and I'd be totally fine with it.
Football!
And... I thought you were about to take your shirt off again. I thought you were going to go down, strip down Brandy Chastain style. So
guess what time of the year it is?
Summer.
Guess what time of the 4 years it is? It's the World Cup.
Oh yay!
Hooray! Hooray for the World Cup! I love soccer.
No, you don't.
I do.
Do you watch it all 4 years, or do you watch just the World Cup?
I get really fucking interested in the World Cup.
Right, so you like international competitions. You don't like soccer. You like international. You also watch the Olympics, right?
No.
You don't watch the Olympics?
No. I watch Michael Phelps.
Because he's a little more.
Yeah. And I watch the hockey. I guess I watch the hockey.
Just so much fail.
The Olympic hockey.
So much fail for you.
But, yeah, I mean...
why do we even have Olympic hockey? Why don't they just take Team Canada, Team USA, Team Russia, Team Finland... 4-team playoff, and we'll give them everybody. Only one person doesn't get a medal. Only one.
Only one team doesn't get a medal?
Yeah. And it's really a game to see who's not going to get a medal at the end of it. Because the other teams really count. Jamaica fielding a really excellent hockey team. Really?
No.
Yeah. Anybody else fielding an excellent hockey team?
Czech Republic.
Well, okay, but if they want to play, they'll go play for Russia. Because it's it's all Russia anyway. Right? It's all Russia.
No, it's not Russia.
Well, based on the Cory Baker geographical study system, it's all
We're gonna have to table that for a minute until we get to that point. But
that's right. Anyway, so soccer sucks.
Soccer! Yes. You know what I love about soccer?
That it's showing the downfall of American civilization, as Ann Coulter said?
No. What I love about soccer is that it gives me an opportunity to reach out to all my friends. I'm an international man of mystery. Okay. I can throw it out to all my Brazilians when Brazil plays.
I have a bunch of Brazilians too, but not.
I can throw it out to my Mexicans when Mexico's playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
got people across the pond. Hit up them.
You mean the UK?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So here's my question.
And then all you have to do is fucking hashtag World Cup and watch shit explode.
My belief about soccer is this: if I wanted to watch a bunch of guys spend 90 minutes trying to score, I would just go out with all of our friends to the bar. That's what I would do. Because it's the same thing. And it couldn't say 90 minutes because sometimes it's 92 minutes. Other times it's 94 minutes. And sometimes it's 106
if there's an
minutes.
injury in the middle of you trying to pick up some girl at the bar,
And often
you have to account for that time at the end.
Yeah, often there is. Except for as a viewer, I have no idea. I have no idea when that game's going to end. Like
they tell you.
Well, 4 years ago.
At the end of regulation, they say +4.
Yeah,
and then you know that it's going to be 94 minutes and some odd seconds.
Right. And that is not how I play a game. Baseball, you play till the last strike out, whatever.
Last out. Yeah.
Really. Today was a strike, so that was in my head.
Right.
No, it wasn't. It was double play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was last out.
Yeah. Anyway, so last out, you're done. Basketball, ticket, zeros, bam, you're done.
Right.
Now we're counting up to 90, but it's not always 90. Sometimes it's 94 or whatever.
This is what's great about soccer, though, too. In that respect,
yeah,
you have 45 minutes up front plus extra time,
right?
And it's 45 minutes of straight competition.
Unless there's an injury and somebody takes a fall. By the way,
yeah,
worse
but
than the NBA.
those injuries don't equate to like commercial breaks.
They do. They take commercial breaks too.
No, they don't.
They don't take commercial breaks now.
No, they play for 45 minutes plus extra time.
Right.
Then they have a commercial, and then they talk about the game so far.
25-minute commercial break.
No, it's 15 minutes in between the halves.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So you have 15 minutes where you have to do commercials, recap, and then get us back into the game. So and then another round of commercials.
Here's what I'll tell you.
That's why if you watch the games, they'll say something up front like, USA versus Germany brought to you by Adidas.
Oh, because Adidas
is paying for the fact that you're not getting commercials.
And Adidas pops up in the corner occasionally.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Or why the bumpers on the side of the field
say Adidas. Right.
Yeah, or whatever.
Okay.
Fly Emirates.
Anyway, so the whole thing is, so you play 45 minutes in extra time, and then, I
take a half,
and then play the second half. I started to say 4 years ago when I was in college and I watched the World Cup for the first time. Not the case. Was not in college 4 years ago.
No.
Not even close.
No.
So it would have been, 2010, 2006, 2002. Would have been 2002. I don't know where the World Cup was being played. Right? 2002? I feel like. It's every 4 years.
Yeah.
10, 6, 2. No. Yeah. 10, 6, 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2002, that makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense because I wouldn't have met her by then. It must have been 2006. So it's 2006, and I was with somebody, and she forced me to watch the World Cup. And it was the first time I ever watched World Cup soccer. And, it got to the 90th minute, and I was just like, oh, thank God. Thank God we're done. And then, literally, the game that I was watching was, 18 minutes of injury time. And I was like, when? It's like torture. When is it going to end? When is it going to end? You said 90 minutes. It's at 90. Now it's at 100.
Here's what's great about soccer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
I thought you were going to rip off your shirt.
No.
I just think throughout this whole podcast, you're going to rip your shirt off.
Yeah! No. What's great fun in baseball?
I mean, the whole game.
I mean, if you could pick, a particular moment that's, a lot of fun, what would you say? What's one play that gets you, super excited?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say a home run, but home runs are great, especially a walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah.
That's nice.
A pinch hit, two-out, walk-off home run. Yeah.
Those are especially nice.
That would be equivalent to, what Ronaldo did.
Scoring in the first minute.
The Portugal game.
Scoring in the first minute? No, scoring in the last minute.
Yeah.
Last minute.
Yeah, literally scoring, and then by the time the U.S. kicks off for their possession, it's time.
Right. So, anyway.
That goal in the Portugal game was the equivalent of a walk-off.
What I like is this, is David, and it's going to be a Red Sox example, and that's you're going to have to be okay with that. It's when... and now I forgot his name.
David Ortiz.
Yeah, Big Papi. They got the shift on, so the third baseman's actually playing slightly to the right of second base.
Yeah.
And David Ortiz, with all of his batting power, somehow slows that bat head up and just pokes it down third base. And then you got somebody who's marginally fast on second, and the team has made a defensive error. It's not really an E, but it's
right.
They have not structured where they should have because he somehow pops it down the line. and it's a race between the guy at second and the third baseman who's playing where the shortstop is to get to the ball and then get it to the plate. And that's that close play at home. That's what gets me going for.
That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
Okay.
My favorite play in baseball is the close play at the plate.
Right.
Or like where you hit the double to right field and there's a runner on second.
Yeah.
And then Markakis tries to gun down the runner at home. And it was even better when there were home plate collisions.
Yeah, because they don't do that anymore, right?
You know, you would hit the catcher, and then all of a sudden, like, Wieters would pop up, and he has the ball in the glove, and you go like, yeah!
The tumble. The tumble was the best part, because you're like, it's like Schrodinger's ball. You don't know what's going to happen, and then Wieters, I remember the very first year, the first time that happened, he, like, popped up and, like, tossed it from his glove into his hand, and then handed it to the umpire.
Yeah. Like, yes! The play at the plate is what soccer is.
The whole game.
Especially in this World Cup.
90 minutes.
All 90 minutes.
All 90 minutes is collision at the plate.
Until they get an actual goal.
Now, when the guys...
And then the goal is actually like when your player scores on a tight, close play at the plate.
Okay, so when the guy fakes a leg injury and falls down for 10 minutes...
Yeah.
Also, that's a play at the plate.
Well, they get them out of there quicker now.
Okay, but so the guy who fakes the leg injury, and on the replay, they're looking at it like, he didn't even touch him.
I can't defend flopping.
Yeah.
Every sport has its flaws.
Right.
Flopping in soccer is one of them.
And the existence is also a problem.
The fact that they do that because they get the call, much like in the NBA, they flop because they get the call half the time.
Right. So why won't you?
So why don't you do it?
The guy's coming down the lane anyway. He's going to score.
In soccer as well in basketball. It should be no blood, no foul.
I like that.
It should be like a serious
even some blood foul depends. What's the foul?
It should be like clearly a foul.
Like who was it that threw the elbow in the NBA Finals? Like planted the feet and then wound up and hit the guy with his elbow.
Yeah,
and he was like, "That's a natural basketball move." That is not a natural basketball move. He planted, rotated away, and then drove the elbow.
Well, it's just like unsportsmanlike conduct in the NFL.
Ah, yeah.
Like you know it when you see it.
Okay. Like pornography? Is that
kind of, but like so like a face mask in the NFL,
right?
Like there used to be like now everything is a 15-yard first down, immediate first down.
Yeah,
but there used to be like the incidental, like where if you just like graze their face mask,
or my hand slips off your jersey and kind of goes up over the helmet,
right? You get 5 yards in the first down,
right?
But you would eventually see somebody like put their fingers inside the helmet and twist, and that would get you the 15,
right? Yeah.
Like we should be able to separate which one is real and which one is.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Soccer is
that would be the only thing I'd change about soccer.
The only thing I would change about soccer is,
and yes, I'm just going to keep saying soccer. I don't give a shit.
Football.
Yeah. Well, I can't say football without sounding like a fucking pretentious douchebag. So I'm just not going to do it.
Do I sound like a pretentious douchebag when I say football?
If I had an accent that was really fun to say football, then I would.
Welcome to the International Football Americana
Federation
International
Football Association.
Yeah, football. I'm not. See, if it makes me sound pretentious, I'm going to say football. The rest of this thing.
All right, do it.
Maybe not even football. Maybe football. Just football.
Football.
Although it does make more sense because you only can touch it with your feet.
You can say it with a Texas accent.
Football.
You gonna play some football?
Hell yeah. No, so
Friday night lights up in this bitch.
The worst parts of soccer, and I'm going to quote Ann Coulter, and God, hell just froze over because I'm going to use Ann Coulter as a reason to argue.
Okay.
You can't use your hands. Opposable thumbs are what make us better than the animals. Why aren't we using our hands? You know why? Pussification of America, that's why.
This is a soccer ball in front of me.
Yes.
If this edge of the table was, I don't know, let's say the out-of-bounds line, the boundary line.
Right.
I would take my hands, and I would lift them over my head like this.
Right.
And I would throw the ball back into play.
And if you're really fancy, you do a front flip first.
Yeah, I could plant it and then flip and then throw the ball.
Nothing funnier than when the guy misplants or the grass is just a little bit wet. And he slips and falls.
Yeah. I was arguing with Aaron's brother that at the professional level, they should all do it every time.
Add a little bit of flair in.
Yeah, just add a little flair to the game.
Yeah. Anyway, so...
I'm not expecting 13-year-olds to do it.
Oh, but 13-year-olds are the ones who do it, though.
But if you're a $13 million player from Man U, yes, I want you to see you flip with the ball every single fucking time.
Okay, so I posted that.
Get on it, Wayne Rooney.
I posted that picture of me at 13 in the Caroline County Young Youth Soccer League
with your jersey tucked into your underwear.
Oh yes, but the glasses and the braces and the comb over, the whole nine. My parents let me walk out of the house looking like that.
True or false? You actually had the soccer shorts that had the underwear sewn into them.
I did. It was part of the uniform, though. I couldn't avoid that. And it also had a cup sewn into it.
A cup area?
Yeah, so you had to just tuck the cup in.
I never, ever, in any sport, with the exception of for a while when I caught in baseball, wore a cup.
I started wearing it at all sports because in my 11th grade or my 11-year-old,
I can't run with it.
No, I mean it sucks. Yeah, but in my 11-year-old,
and I can't. Even when I was skinnier than I currently am, I was not in the position to be giving up any kind of disadvantage in the running department.
Right. Yeah.
I needed every single bit of me that I had.
Yes. Yeah.
And if I got clipped in the testicles once in the season, it was worth the price to run efficiently the rest of the season.
When I was 11, I popped a foul ball off the plate, and it caught the corner of the plate, came up and hit me, and I went down, and I didn't get up. Like, there was a pitch batter after that. Like, I just could not complete the at-bat.
Right.
And then I got this huge fear, because I want to be a dad, and I got this huge fear, like, oh, no, I can't have kids. So then I tried to play soccer that fall with a cup, and that was the picture that you see. I
was playing pickup hockey once, and so here's the difference between hockey and soccer. Somebody was shooting for the net in the hockey game, and my initial instinct was to dive directly in front of the puck, and get hit by it rather than let it go towards the net.
Right. Yeah. No pads, no cup.
No, I had pads on, but I had no cup.
Yeah.
And it literally just hit me right here.
Yeah.
Like in the in-between area between thigh and hip.
If we were really cut, we'd have that V, that Usher V.
Yeah, the one that goes all the way down to the dick. That dick V.
Yeah.
Like it would hit me right in the right
I got that. It's just inside. You don't understand. Like if you did like an X-ray, you could see it. It's just not poking out.
I have it, but I also have it's like okay, so you remember at the beginning of the World Cup, like when they're all walking out and they're introducing people?
I didn't watch it.
And the soccer ball is sitting on top of a holder.
Yeah.
Like that little holder is my V, and then the soccer ball is my belly. So that V is there, but it's holding up the belly. So you can't really the belly's the star.
Yeah, I like to call it the Peter Griffin. That's what I'm going to call it. It's the Peter Griffin.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I got shit to talk about.
The Dunlap.
Can't see my V either. So, but it's there. I know it's there because I work the muscles. I do the exercises to do it.
Every once in a while, I wake up in the morning and I stretch my you put your stretch your foot out and then continue up the leg, and then you feel that little twinge in the V, and you're yeah,
that's right. It's there.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
It's very deep, but I got it.
If I go in a coma and I lose 200 pounds, then you'll see that V yet.
Maybe not though, because all the skin
it'll pop up.
All the skin now. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I have instructions. I should set up instructions that if I do fall into a coma, don't kill me. Let me lose all the weight. But tummy tuck me before I wake up.
There was a episode of The Simpsons. God, we're getting fucking horribly off. There was an episode of The Simpsons where a character cryogenically froze himself in the Quickie Mart. Jasper froze himself in the Quickie Mart.
Yeah.
And the beverage
right
refrigerator.
And he's still there. He's in there.
Yeah, but he left a note that said, "Please change my pants to go along with fashion accordingly."
Right, yeah.
That should be sort of the thing. If I go into a coma, just every once in a while, just tuck that shit up.
Tuck it. Give me a little tummy tuck. Get that shit done.
Yeah, just tighten it up a little bit so I don't look...
Just go have the baby.
When I wake up in an hour and a half, or an hour and a half... When I wake up a year and a half, this shit isn't all
we imagine if you went into right now, just coma, and you woke up and you were cut. Just diesel.
Yeah.
Just diesel. Wouldn't that be
You know what the problem would be, though, is I would like immediately be like, man, I've been under for a year and a half. I need a pizza.
Right back.
Like I've been given this golden opportunity, and I'm just gonna ruin it with pizza.
Like, oh man, look at me! Somebody get me some McDonald's.
But all these pizza apps are just so entertaining to watch. I like knowing when John put it in the oven.
Oh, Domino's! I love the Domino's app.
Yeah.
And I have I do it on my computer, so I have the little guy that actually like takes it in the oven, takes it out.
He looks at it.
Yeah, I like it.
That's the quality check.
So anyway,
I like to be like my dad.
Yeah.
And comment on the delivery driver's name because it tells me. I'd be like, "Hey, Frank, is that you?
Does he really
delivering my pizza?"
Oh God, that's so annoying.
Like
from a guy who delivers live pizzas.
Somebody who knows like the name, you like learn the name of the server and then you can't stop saying it.
Yeah.
It's just like, hi, my name's Marie. I'll be your server this evening.
Hi, Marie.
Marie, how are you? Marie, can I ask you a question? Marie, honestly, Marie.
Excuse me, Marie.
Hey,
can I get
Marie, just a minute. Marie.
Yeah, so we didn't wear name tags at where I deliver. Well, when I delivered for Domino's, we did, but then after that, I didn't wear name tags. And when people would find out my name, stop greeting me like we're friends. We're not friends.
Hey, Rob.
I saw you having sex through the window that one time. It was embarrassing for everybody. I'm scarred for life. Just give me the money. Just give me the money. I'm going to give you
tip me extra, and I won't tell anybody about it on a podcast.
You out on Sarah Lane in Two Jones in Denton, Maryland. You know who you are. You're probably never going to hear this, but I saw you having sex, and I know that you knew.
I like to imagine that this guy on Tuesday. It's like,
what?
He doesn't schedule work in the morning because he likes to listen to the podcast when it first comes out.
Right.
He doesn't want that time interrupted.
Right.
And he's sitting there with his headphones, and he's just like, "Oh man, why do you have to throw me under the bus like that?"
Yeah. And here's the
I
thing,
love you so much, Rob. Why do you do that?
He thinks we're friends. We're not friends. I bring you pizza. I bring you pizza. You give me money. I'm very friendly, so that you give me more money. That's it. That's our relationship. Anyway, where are we going with that? Domino's sucks. Driver. Oh yeah. The only thing that's worse. Yeah, the only thing that's worse than
getting clipped in the testicles.
Oh God. And so anyway, so that picture that you saw was me with I was wearing a cup in the picture because we had a game later on.
Oh, okay.
And what little skill I had at soccer was absolutely non-existent with a cup. And you know what kind of issues that gives you as a 13-year-old boy?
I was playing baseball once. I was a catcher for a while.
So you got to wear a cup.
But I didn't at the beginning.
Oh, God.
No, because I said I'm really good at catching.
Oh, God.
So I'm not going to miss it.
I just got phantom. I got like phantom kidney pains.
I'm not going to miss it.
Yeah, except when it bounces.
No, so here's what happened. So like I was lined up perfectly, and the kid foul tipped it.
Oh!
And it just clipped the... You women...
It clipped it?
You women won't understand. The clip actually hurts more than the direct shot.
Because everything...
If you punch somebody in the testicles, which I'm not recommending that you do.
Don't do that.
But if you punch somebody... So here's the ball.
The ball?
If you're watching this on the video, you'll get a better illustration of this. But you just punch it right in the USA.
Right.
And that hurts a lot.
It does.
A fucking lot.
But there's no reaction. It's just like, oh, God.
Yeah. And then like an hour later, you're just like, oh, my God, my fucking testicles. But like the whole hour before, you're just in that phantom pain.
It's like, oh,
but
yeah,
you're like, it really fucking hurts. But when you get clipped, which is like this, like boom.
Yeah. Oh,
just like a smidgen on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is no fun whatsoever, and you are in a shit ton of pain.
Well, because the problem is there's no absorption.
Right.
So when you clip it, everything like sucks up and reacts.
Well, not only that, but you clip it, and then the balls bounce back and like hit you in between the asshole. And so you're getting the reverberation there.
It turns into a billiard style taint shot. Is that what
exactly. It's like you like
rattling around.
Yeah, like you want to hit it against the wall to get into the corner pocket.
Right.
Like you just hit the... God, this is our soccer podcast. You clip the testicle and then the balls hit the back of your asshole and then it hurts even worse.
Yeah.
Now it's a double shot.
And things are just bouncing around.
Yeah.
They're just bouncing around.
And you're pretty sure that your tubes are getting all caught up. And
I had around the same time, I had a huge fear of that because I saw like a Rescue 911 where the guy, Rescue 911 for those who are younger than 25 maybe, was a show with William Shatner.
Yeah.
On ABC on Sunday nights. And on one of those, the kid did something. I don't even know what he did, but his tubes got twisted and everything swelled up.
I miss Unsolved Mysteries, personally.
Oh, God, I loved Unsolved Mysteries.
That was my favorite.
Yeah. Anyway, so in that picture that will probably be in the show notes, or you can find it on Facebook, of me at 13 in the Caroline County Youth Soccer Association.
It'll be there.
I'm wearing a cup, and that reduced all my soccer skill to nothing. So I was already big, and I couldn't run fast, and then I had this thing, and I was waddling. Nothing good. Nothing good came from that.
Right.
Except for testicles are in good health now. So, I mean, that happened.
Yeah.
It may have happened anyway. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to get pregnant, bam.
Yes! I got to play with a baby today. A random baby. So here's the thing I want to tell you.
A real baby?
It was a real baby, and it was a random baby. I was getting my hair cut.
Was it just like walking down the street?
Wait, so my hair, got my hair cut. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, you look like Tom DeLay.
Well, it's also because it's been under the hat most of the day. But so I got my hair cut.
Points to anybody who knows who Tom DeLay was.
Tom DeLay, like the Texas legislature, is head of the House. Okay, yeah. Just so I know who we're talking, because we're on a soccer episode, so I wasn't really sure.
I'm not thinking about politics at a time like this.
But no, so I'm sitting in the thing, and I'm actually texting you and trying to read through the 9,000 pages of Stitcher.
Contract I sent you.
Yeah, which, by the way, didn't finish, and you still accepted the contract. So glad about that. Anyway.
I assumed that it was an okay.
Not that we can negotiate anyway. But
right.
So I'm sitting there, and then this gorgeous little baby is just, like, staring at me. And Mom, like, pats me on the arm, and she's like, can you just, like, look at her for a second? And I, like, look over at her, and I'm like, I'm making my faces. I do the things that I do. And Mom is like, she doesn't usually like strangers. That's so weird. It's because I'm the baby whisperer, for people who don't know that. And so Mom gets a phone call. Now, I don't know this woman. We are in the Easton haircut Great Clips.
Yeah.
I've never met her before. She asked if I can watch her baby while she takes a phone call outside, which is weird. And maybe women don't understand how weird that is. But as a white, late 20s, early 30s male, don't typically have the children left with you. Because you're right in that sweet spot for, like, kidnapping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she hands me the baby, and she, like, steps back and, like, looks, and she's like, okay, yeah, she doesn't like strangers. She doesn't generally like men, but she seems to be fine with you. So I'm just going to step outside and take this call. I'm like, okay.
Was she, like, looking through the window to make sure that you weren't, running off with the baby?
It was big glass window. I mean, so it wasn't, like, as if she, like, went around the corner.
Yeah, it's not like, hey, I'm going to Barbados for a while. Can you watch my baby?
Can you take the baby? Yeah, so I'm just holding the baby. I'm spinning. Oh, God, and the baby smelled so good. And then I was just like...
Had that baby smell?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, God. And so I'd been talking to somebody a little earlier about kids and how much I love kids. And anyway, so it was nice because I got to have a little baby. And you know what? My kids won't play soccer because I'm not going to pussify my kids. That's all, bringing it back around. Bringing it back around. They will not be playing soccer.
What are they going to do for their calisthenics?
We will travel the world. We'll scuba. Scuba?
Yeah, that's not running.
You know, I would rather have them run around in a circle for 5,000 meters than play soccer. It's such a pointless game. You know what I'm putting them in? Lacrosse. They'll play lacrosse. Just as much running, more hitting, maybe some hockey.
Better chance of rape in the future.
Yeah. Only if they go to University of Maryland.
No, any lacrosse.
Duke.
Yeah, Duke. Towson.
Okay, so maybe not lacrosse. Maybe lacrosse is a bad choice. But swimming. We're good with swimming. We can do swimming.
Hockey.
Hockey. I never got to play hockey, and I can't skate for shit. So I'd love to have my kids skate because, you know, it's all about me living out.
I'll teach them.
Right. It's me living out my dreams through my kids.
Yeah.
That's how that works. So, yeah. So, but no soccer. Because, you know, here's the thing. If you had checked the scores of all the World Cup games at any one time, there was a good chance that the majority of numbers on that board, the big board of 64 teams, no, 32 teams,
64.
Is it 64? Big board.
32.
Is it 32? No, it's 64. No, it's groups of 4 and two advanced.
Yeah.
So it is 32.
Yeah.
A good chance that the majority of those numbers, goose eggs. All goose eggs.
Nil. That's what they call
nil.
them.
And we can go 0-0. And another fucking thing that doesn't make sense about this sport is how in the World Cup we can lose the game and advance to the next round.
Well, that happened because...
Goals. I know the goals break down.
We beat Ghana.
Right.
That was a win. And then we tied Portugal.
Right.
And then we only lost to Germany by 1.
Mediocrity. We are accepting and inflating mediocrity.
So we've evened out in goals.
Now,
scored against.
Was there somebody in another one of the groups that had better score than us that went home? Because they were in a different... Yeah. See, what is that? That is not making the best World Cup.
But I would argue that the fact that the U.S. advanced in the group that they were placed in was...
It was a difficult group.
A very difficult group. Yeah. To have Germany and Portugal in it.
Which is why they do that, though. That's why it's separated. Because you have a tough group. They had the easy group. Just because they win all 3 doesn't mean that they're better than you.
And anything can change. I mean, like, so in the Portugal game...
Yeah.
The heat was preposterous.
Right.
So,
by the way, Qatar in 2022.
Yeah. Can't wait for those 120-degree days.
Going to be great.
Yeah.
Grass won't even live. You'll be playing... You know what? Here's the thing.
People who build the stadiums probably won't even live.
The reason... It's true, too. Yeah, look at you, FIFA. No, so the reason that we don't go play in countries like that is because when you see the kids playing in a sandbox, that's all that survives there. If there was a green, lush field somewhere, you go to Brazil, they have some nice fields. And then the poor kids are also playing in relatively nice fields because there's grass. Qatar doesn't have that. Qatar doesn't have that. I just went real rednecky like Texas. Like Qatar doesn't have that. You know what they have?
Qatar don't got that. Qatar don't got that.
Nah, they got terrorists. That's what they got. Anyway, so we shouldn't play there. And why is that obvious? Well, it is obvious, except for if you're FIFA, you can get bribed into doing whatever you want. So doesn't matter. So and I want to get to that briefly. But
talking about how evil FIFA is.
Yeah, U.S. versus Belgium. There's a couple things I want to touch on. Number one, Corey, you asked me to find an example of a war between the U.S. and Belgium.
Well, I just wanted some history.
Your lack of knowledge about the international relations between Belgium and the United States really just it's
listen.
Horrible.
For everybody who's listening to the sound of my voice at the moment.
Yes.
Know that every single week me and Rob discuss sort of generically what we're going to talk about on the podcast.
Right.
And I say something like, "Oh, wouldn't it be fun if we talk about the World Cup this week because the US is in the World Cup."
Right.
And we're advancing to the next stage and it sounds like a good thing to talk about. And then Rob's like, "Oh, who are we playing?" And I'm like, "Belgium. I know how much you like putting together notes."
Right.
Like 97 pages worth of notes. Why don't you come up with everything you can about the relationship between USA and Belgium?
So let's ignore the entirety of Western European history, which we know is that democracies don't fight democracies. And we'll make the suggestion that there must have been a war between Belgium and the United States.
I'm not saying that it had to be a war between Belgium and the United States.
Okay, here's what I'll say.
But I thought maybe there was like a really competitive like waffle contest at some point.
No, nothing.
Nothing?
But here's what I'll say. We saved them from the Germans twice, and we lost to the Germans by 1, right?
Yeah.
So I think that means that we get three go-ahead goals. Just the score starts at 3-0 versus Belgium.
3-0.
3-0 versus Belgium, yes. And then see if they can catch back up.
My friend Dave on Facebook wrote, I think if the United States and Germany ties, the tiebreaker should be who won the most world wars.
And see, here's what I'll say, because I'm a history nerd. What kind of world wars are we talking about? Because the Germans won a lot of wars in Europe. That's the shitty mic stand that always collapses on me.
No, that's the shitty mic stand. The one that's not being used.
That one's the one that always collapses on me.
I just like having it a little bit higher.
Up in your nose?
Yeah.
I like to breathe in the
mic. I
mic.
like to get right up on the nose.
Fillet the microphone. Just nuzzle it.
I like to get smacked in the face by the microphone.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you're a dirty podcaster. just give me one of these. Like,
oh god!
Off the fucking rails.
I just want to say we're not drunk. This is not a repeat.
No, this is just preposterously late.
Yeah. All right. So.
Thank God I can just go to bed after this.
Yeah, I got it. And I have to stop by both offices before I go home. I'm going to get home like 5 a.m. Not even kidding. Oh, it's already 2. All right, so the other thing that I wanted to mention is that Corey does not know where Belgium is in the world at all.
Kind of true story.
No, very true story.
No.
True story that Corey fought me on until I was like, no, seriously, you're wrong.
So here's what I did. I confused Belgium for Poland.
And your excuse for that is what?
That they're both next to Germany.
And it's easy. It's messed up a lot.
No, because hold on. Before we started recording here, before we got on to our interlude about what we were talking about for 30 minutes on mic.
Yeah.
There was a conversation about Americans labeling European countries.
Right.
Because during Thanksgiving, somebody gave a bunch of Brits a map of the United States and said, like, pick out all the states. Yeah, like, write all the states you can.
Not even close.
And they got, like, Texas and California and New York, and then the rest was just, like, a fucking hodgepodge of whatever. Like, Vermont is North Dakota and all sorts of stuff. And I think to get back at us, the Brits said, like, all right, well, here's European countries. Go ahead and label those.
Right. Not even states.
Not even states. Countries. Just countries. Yeah. Like, give us the big ones.
To be fair, though, most states are bigger than European countries. Well, some states are bigger than European
countries. And GDP, for sure.
And size. I mean, Texas is bigger than...
Pretty much every single state in the Union is doing better off than Greece is at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, America.
Yeah.
Anyway, so,
so you would see a map of, like, somebody nailing England, and then that's about it.
France, usually. Something involving
France or French. Spain.
And they in some of the maps, they didn't know it was France. They were like,
French I think a lot of people get Italy because it looks like a boot.
And everybody knows that, yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Except for Canadians, because then everything, they wonder what everything's a boot. So.
Yeah.
Hit it,
No, but so I had that moment where I was just like, all right, well, Belgium's next to Germany.
Right, which is
and I incorrectly guessed east of Germany rather than west of Germany. Yeah. And now Rob is acting like I'm the only person in the world who would ever confuse where Belgium was in the map of Europe.
Here's what I'll say.
And I would like to say to anybody out there who would like to help support me on this fact, did you know where Belgium was?
Without looking it up.
Without looking at the map.
Yeah. So what I'll say is that then when we did our pre-trial.
Pre-trial?
We did our pre-shows of work just today. A few minutes ago, I named every country between Greenland and Russia.
Yeah.
And I missed two. Serbia, which I incorrectly named Serbia, Bosnia, and Bosnia-Herzegovina, which is, there's actually Serbia there now, even though Bosnia still exists. And I forgot, what else? Something else. Austria, which I probably should not have forgotten.
Yeah, Arnold would be very mad at you.
So I did that with no map in front of me from my own memory.
Yeah.
And you are a member of you're a technical member of a very elite group of people, correct?
I am a by proxy member.
Right, you're a legacy.
No, I mean, like, I haven't taken a test.
You never took a test?
No. Why? Because I get to go to the things for free.
You just got in under the radar.
Yeah.
Oh, that shoots that all out of the water, because you should hold yourself to a higher standard.
All right, well, you want to just say I'm a member? I'm a card-carrying member?
No. Because here's the thing. I qualify. I've taken the IQ test. I know. I qualify for the thing.
It's not just an IQ test.
Well, yeah, but that's the base.
That's what we should do. Someday we should have my dad back on and just do the test.
Yeah. When I embarrass your father because my IQ can't be accurately tested by modern tests.
Do the Mensa test, see if we get in.
I scored a 212.
A 212?
Score. I got my IQ is a 212.
Okay,
which
so
is
you're
off the end of the charts.
Yeah, so you're past Stephen Hawking at this point?
No, and that's the thing is his is the same thing. His is like 240 because you can't accurately measure anything past 190. So generally, what they say is 190. And they told me I was
anyway.
And I'm an actual genius. By the way, ladies, speaking of loving the babies, taking care of the babies love me. Genius, fertile still, as we mentioned. The cup.
Yeah,
to the goods.
He also during podcast does this.
That's you doing that. I filleted it slightly and I nuzzled it.
You nuzzled up on it.
Nuzzled it with my nose.
Anybody who isn't watching the video, I was just slapping the microphone against my cheek like a porn star.
Yeah. All right, so back to
it's the U.S. versus Belgium. During this podcast, I've done that.
U.S. versus Belgium.
Yeah.
What's your prediction? I don't give a shit about soccer, so whatever. USA.
Right now, the prognostication is that Belgium is a slight favorite.
Right.
It could be a toss-up. Mm-hmm. I am hoping, though, that Josie Altidore returns for this game from his hamstring injury, and will lead the U.S. to a win in extra time. Not extra time like at the end of 90-plus injury time, but like we're going to the actual OT.
The penalty kicks?
No, not penalty kicks.
Oh, the OT, yeah. And there's not a first score wins.
No, there's no golden goal rule.
Right.
It's 2 15-minute periods.
Plus injury time. Yeah, so it's not 90 minutes plus 15 plus 15. It's 90 minutes. It's 45
plus 4.
Plus some.
Yeah.
Another 45 plus some. 15 plus some, 15 plus some, basically, right?
Yeah, basically.
That game could literally go on forever.
Soccer goes really quick.
It's like cricket. Like, you're doing it for 7 days.
No, I mean, like, in 2 hours, the game is over.
Which is quicker than baseball, actually.
Yeah, because the baseball game is like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, except for baseball, I don't want to actually literally just poke my eyes out. I don't want to do that, so it's different.
This is where you need to watch a soccer game.
I have. I was forced by a girl
Watch
to watch
the World Cup. The World Cup this year is really fucking entertaining. It's really been great. Some people are saying it's because of the ball. They specifically designed it to be perfectly aerodynamic, and that's what's leading to the excess of goals that has been happening in this World Cup.
It could be that they put grease on the ball.
Well, Greece is in the tournament, so
no.
Like, I actually don't know if Greece is still on it. I just wanted to make the joke.
I don't think they didn't have enough money to send a team.
Did you hear that? Like Ghana had to like airlift $3 million to one of their stars to keep them playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. Why?
They couldn't just like take a check. They had to actually airlift $3 million.
And what country was that?
Ghana.
So, what is their GDP? Probably less than $3 million. This is why soccer is stupid.
It's a poor African country, so I imagine it's not much.
I can't even. You just spent more than your GDP to keep a player on the field. Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's what we do?
Yeah.
We can't feed... Brazil can't feed its poor people, but it's going to build $200 million in soccer stadiums.
Well, and here's the thing. This is another thing I was trying to explain to you last night. Like, so the Orioles are our team, obviously. If they made it to the World Series and lost, we would be crushed for probably a solid week.
Yeah.
Like, that was upsetting. But then after that week, we would be okay. We'd be like, well, we got to the dance.
Right.
It was a really good series.
Especially because we've never seen one.
Yeah. This is the first one in our lifetimes. You know what? Next year is going to be really special. Because we've proven we can make it that far. Like, that's the sort of thing.
We have that team.
The World Cup is completely different because it's an entire country. And if you lose the World Cup...
4 years.
And you're a country that really fucking cares about the World Cup.
Yeah.
You have 4 years to stew in your juices.
Well, the good thing about that is... if you're a country that cares about World Cup, I don't care about you, just generally speaking.
Really?
So 95% of the countries...
You don't like England?
Nope. Not a fan.
Or Germany?
Nope.
Or Brazil? Or...
Nope.
Russia or Italy?
Nope.
None of these countries?
None of them.
They mean nothing to you?
They mean absolutely nothing. Did Canada send a team?
I don't think they made it.
Yeah, no. See, I hate them too. So there you go. They didn't even send a team.
What about Mexico?
I got many choice words to say about Mexico. Soccer.
Here's something I like about the World Cup as well. So, obviously, the U.S. is my team because I'm an American. And I got to go with the patriotism here. The nationalism.
Right.
But if the U.S. were to have gotten eliminated...
How about the nationalist socialism? Is that okay?
If the American team had gotten eliminated...
Right.
And all the other nationalities that comprise what I'm made of...
Meaning all the white people? If all the white people out of the tournament?
I'm saying, like, if England was still in the tournament and Ireland... If Ireland made the tournament...
They didn't?
No. So let's just say hypothetically in the round of 16 there was like England, Ireland, Germany, Switzerland. That's pretty much where I am.
Yeah.
And those an amalgam of those groups.
You're a mutt. You're a mutt of England.
But like if Ireland's playing I don't know, Ghana, then I can root for Ireland.
And because it's safe in the bar that you go to, the Irish bar, to shout racial epithets at the TV.
No, you don't.
What you're saying is you favor white teams over any other team. That's what you're saying?
No. So if Ireland is playing France,
yeah,
then fuck the French.
Well, I mean,
it's all about Ireland.
Well, and the great thing about that, too, is that everybody just claps at the same time. All the French guys fall down and surrender, and the game's over. So,
yeah.
So
you just scare them into a surrender.
Scare them into a surrender.
Yeah, they flee back to...
Just take their white underwear off and just wave it around. That's it.
You're acting like they wear underwear.
Oh, God.
Here's what I love about the World Cup.
Okay.
It is so... it's such a huge fucking deal to so many people. And you can't even comprehend how big of a deal it is to them.
Yeah.
Like, it's like beyond... Somebody is like, a game's not being played for another 4 days.
Yeah.
And somebody is like completely obsessing about it.
Up at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Doing a podcast about it, maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I love about the World Cup. Well, sorry, are you finished?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is what I love about the World Cup. It lasts a month, right? It's a full month of sport. And, all joking aside, they're athletes. They play a sport. It's fantastic. And the best part of it is that after that month, the month of just gridiron, fighting it out, we don't have to hear about it for another 4 years. But the thing that we do have to hear about is FIFA, the company that makes soccer. The organization that makes soccer. And earlier you heard Cory in very broken French explain what FIFA is. Try that again.
Fédération Internationale Football Association. I don't know.
That is the worst French.
Fédération International Football Association.
Fédération Internationale.
Nobody gives a fucking shit.
Football Association. Association.
Yeah.
Association. That's a good word. French accent.
Association.
Association. Right, yeah.
Pretty good.
I like that. That could be French.
Why don't you root for France?
You know what? I would. Is France still in it?
You would pull for France?
Is France in the 16? Because that's who I'm going to call. That's who I'm going to start rooting.
They're eliminated.
I'm going to walk around. I was going to say I was going to walk around singing a French song. And
just put on your Zidane jersey.
Well, I was going to say I was going to walk around a bar singing a French song, and the song that was in my head was do 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 do, and I'm like, wait, that's not French. That's not French. Don't say that. Yeah. Anyway, so FIFA is the world conglomeration of soccer. It's a nonprofit.
Yeah, with $1 billion in the bank.
Yes, that somehow is still a nonprofit.
Correct.
It is a company that forces a country who hosts the World Cup to build everything on their own dime, and then takes all the profit from the game.
Yes.
It is a corporation that has a headquarters building that resembles Dr. Strangelove's headquarters.
Yeah.
It as an organization that has as a head a guy who looks kind of like Dr. Strangelove.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. A little creepy. And basically what they do is they come to your country. Let's say that you're Qatar, and you're a Muslim country.
Yeah.
And you have strict Sharia law, and there's no alcohol. And FIFA, being the non-profit, fantastic organization that it is, they come in and they say, listen, Budweiser's a sponsor, so you're going to have to sell some beer.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're going to shit on your religious law, and then we're going to keep all the money from it.
Yeah. We're not even going to give you... You don't even get to wet your beak.
No. You don't even get to wet your beak. You don't want this dirty alcohol money. We're going to keep all of that.
Yeah, well, don't worry. It'll help promote soccer worldwide.
Right. You and your country, because everything will be Qatar. I mean, Brazil has been Brazil. Everything has been Brazil, and I get that, and it's good sponsorship for your country. And they cleaned out all the falafels or whatever those things were called.
What?
Like the little slums that are in Rio de Janeiro.
Oh,
they're not falafels, but there's something with an F.
Falafels.
I feel like it's something with an F. I can't remember. It's real late. What's something that Fazavels? No, Vesuvials is the
Vuvuzelas.
Vuvuzelas. That's the only reason I like the World Cup, because then they just get into the store, and then I can buy. That
was 2010 in South Africa.
Yeah, because it's an instrument from South Africa, right?
Yeah.
Which then went to the Olympics in 2012.
Yeah, and people were really fucking pissed at it by then.
Yeah, it annoyed me.
Everyone hated it at the World Cup.
Yeah,
let alone at the Olympics.
Where
it's just like no.
Yeah.
No, it's not continuing.
But you know what? Another reason I know you like the World Cup, especially this year, because you are a fan of Ladyboys, and Rio de Janeiro is the home of Ladyboys. So, Thailand, Bangkok being number 1, but Rio de Janeiro being number 2. I feel like that's true.
I'm too tired to even defend or to argue.
It's just getting into just general insults.
We should have more podcasts really late at night because I feel like we're getting silly.
Can I put just like a Star Wars helmet on? Or no, wait. Battlestar Galactica. Yes.
Hey, anybody want to know what it's like to be Aaron DeHaw? You ready for this?
Sure.
This is what it's like to be Aaron late at night.
Turn off the podcast.
Just all night.
You just sent her into like her PTSD just flared up. She is sitting at work or in her car, and she just punched the empty seat beside her and said, "Roll over."
She started swerving uncontrollably.
Roll over. Anyway, so yeah, we've got. Yeah, we're not even going to get to FIFA. But here's what I'll tell you. Check into FIFA. It is a ridiculous organization. They've taken a sport which is beloved by 95% of the world's population. And they have such a stranglehold on it that if you look at that picture, by the way, that I was talking about of me at 11, the ball says FIFA on it. Because the Caroline County Youth Soccer League, which is a member of the Chesapeake Youth Soccer League, which is a member of the Maryland Youth Soccer League, which is a member of the Maryland Soccer League, which is a member of the National U.S. Soccer League, which is a member of FIFA.
I like how this USA ball was made in China. It's official size and weight, though.
For what, though?
5?
Is it 5 years old, or is it
it's
class 5? And this doesn't say...
It's the size of the ball.
It's phthalate free, which I don't believe because it's made in China. But it actually doesn't say FIFA on it anywhere.
No.
So anyway, the ball...
It's got America written all over it.
Made in China. The ball that you'll see in that actually has FIFA on it. And FIFA sets rules for everything. They control everything. And no joke, the things that we just mentioned are all true. Like, they make the country pay $200 million for the stadiums, and then they keep all the profits. And people are starving.
It's not even the amount of money they make them spend on the stadiums, though.
Yeah.
It's the amount of money they make them spend on the stadiums that play 4 games.
Oh, yeah. Go out to the jungle and build a stadium that's going to have 4 games in it.
Yeah, and nobody can reuse because it's so far out away from civilization.
Great use of resources.
Yeah.
And, and I'll recommend...
No, I would, because everybody was really upset with Jeffrey Loria of the Miami Marlins.
Right.
Because he said, he cried poor, and he said, if I got a new stadium, then I'd be able to compete.
Right.
And he put together a really good team because the citizens of Miami put together a package that would cost the taxpayers of Miami and Florida $2 billion over the course of 30 years.
Yeah.
To build this stadium. And then he had a really good team that underperformed for 1 year, and then he sold it all.
Yeah.
So, you spent $2 billion on a stadium for a team that doesn't really care about you. But that's nothing compared to what FIFA is doing to Brazil. Yeah.
And one of the things we were going to get into, which we're not going to, is comparing FIFA on an evil level to other sports. And
there was an Umano article that I'm going to have to find and put in the show notes. But basically it was comparing the FIFA to NFLs. This is 5 times worse than the NFL because of this reason.
Yeah. And we were going to also talk about other sports, but the MLB is a great one where, he forced the people to upvalue the team and then sold the team when it was upvalued on the backs of the taxpayers.
Yeah.
And stadium.
And another one you'd want to look at, just type in highest paid soccer players too.
Right.
I mean, it's there's a clear divide between the very best soccer players and everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, I know specifically Wayne Rooney was somewhere in the top 10 highest paid soccer players.
I don't know who that is.
He's he plays for Manchester United.
Okay. Is he an American?
No, he's a very famous English soccer player.
Okay.
But I wanted to say like his salary was like $20 million, something like that.
Yeah.
So, that's you can hear about a $20 million a year contract in baseball.
Sports. Yeah. Sure.
In other sports. And
football especially.
Football, basketball, not so much hockey.
No.
Because they don't make that much money.
Yeah, those guys are all white. They're not getting that kind of money.
But that he was in the top 10. But if you look at the number ones, like Cristiano Ronaldo, I think made like $42 or $50 million
in 1 year
in U.S. dollars,
right?
In 1 year playing for Man U,
yeah,
or Real Madrid. I'm sorry, Real
Madrid.
Because God damn, somebody who's a big Man U fan is going to come out like, "How dare you?
We don't want him. We don't like him."
He was with us, and then we had to pay the huge transfer.
Yeah,
that's an interesting point though. Mm-hmm. Transfer fees
of players between
might be something that would be interesting to incorporate into our American sports.
Is it
so here's what happens.
Yeah,
you sign a contract for a certain period of time.
5 years, $50 million a year.
5 years, $50 million a year. Mm-hmm. Once that 5 years is up,
that's $250 million, by the way.
Right,
$250 million.
Yeah, so that's like what A-Rod made in 10 years.
Right. Yeah, only half the time.
So once the 5 years is up, you're allowed to play for another team. Mm-hmm. But you can't play for that other team until that team has bought the rights to sign you.
Okay.
So that's called transfer fee.
And is it a standardized fee?
No, you negotiate with the team that owned you.
Is it in your original contract?
What's that?
Is it in the original contract?
So, like, back in the days of baseball, before free agency,
yeah,
you could just continuously re-up a player for 1 year contracts.
Yeah.
At whatever you wanted them for.
And then when you get injured, sorry, buddy.
Right. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
So basically what this is like the reserve clause in baseball where they always have the right to you even after the contract ends.
Right, yeah.
And then you have to buy the right to have the right to offer the player a contract.
But so baseball had that. Now we don't have that anymore.
Right.
Isn't that an advancement?
But it's not the same thing as it is in soccer. So like, you are owned by Manchester United or Chelsea because we talked a lot about Man U. So you're owned by Chelsea.
Okay. Now, that makes me sound like a slave.
And Rotterdam wants you.
Okay.
So...
am I property? Am I in this example?
Yes, you are property.
Okay.
But you signed a 5-year contract with Chelsea for $50 million, and the 5 years is up.
Okay.
Now Rotterdam wants you.
Right.
But to get you, they have to pay Chelsea
to get
$50 million.
But Chelsea doesn't have to put me under contract again.
No, Chelsea can just sit on you.
That does not seem very good.
No, but somebody will pay the money to be able to have the right to sign you.
And if we instituted that rule, the New York Yankees would have every player. Because
put a cap on the transfer fees, though.
Oh.
Ooh.
So what? Because the owner is going to say, I got something that's worth something. I'm going to sell it to the Yankees. I'm going to get the max that I can get for it. Or I'm going to sit on him, and he's not going to play him.
Maybe it's not such a great idea.
Yeah.
In retrospect.
And you know what? If I was a Yankees fan, I'd be all for it. Yeah.
You know what it would be great for? It'd be great if there was like a divide between the American and the National League.
Like a bigger separation?
Yeah, like you can't be traded between the leagues. You have to be purchased from one league.
Oh, hey.
To go to the other.
Right.
So if you want Adam Wainwright, you can't trade directly. You have to pay for his transfer to the American League.
And then you can pick him up.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, well, I mean, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And, since we're in the same league as the Yankees, maybe they pay a lot of money to get players from the National League over here, and then...
The senior circuit.
Senior circuit? What's that?
That's what they call the National League.
Is it really?
It's older than the American League.
Oh, okay. It's not that much older, though. Is it? I don't know.
25 years?
Well, and, in the scope of the universe, that's 13
considering
years.
Considering that the Earth is 2014 years old.
Oh my God! Yes, happy birthday, Earth! 2014 years.
Yeah. We've had a good run.
Yeah, very good. Anyway, so check out FIFA because we don't have the patience or the time to go into it, apparently. John Oliver had a really great thing about it.
We'll post that.
Yeah. What was the other thing you were going to post? Oh, Manu article about how evil they are.
Yeah.
It is really just like... and
it's almost shockingly evil.
It's just unbelievably evil.
Yeah.
Just like you would... if it sounds like a villain. It sounds like Dr. Strangelove. It's a villain from a movie.
Yeah.
But the guy's actually true. It's like a thing that's real.
Yeah.
And they control this sport that 95% of the world loves.
And every level of it, too. It's not...
Yeah.
Like the NFL... somewhere, like the NFL doesn't own arena football.
Right.
That's like a separate thing all to itself. FIFA owns everything.
Yeah, there's no competition.
Do they own box soccer?
What's box soccer?
Like arena soccer?
No. I don't think so.
Because I will say this. Like, you talk about, like, how much do I really care about soccer?
You do go to indoor soccer.
I go to the Baltimore Blast games all the time.
Yeah. You sang the,
all the time.
national anthem in one of those games.
Yeah. I sang the national anthem before a Blast game.
I was there with Crazy. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been to 2 Blast championship games.
Right.
1 win, 1 loss.
Isn't there a football team, too, or something?
A what?
A football team?
Oh, a arena football team?
Yeah. Pirates or something?
Oh, it was like the Buccaneers or something like that.
Was that soccer?
The Mariners.
Was it soccer or was it...
Football.
It was football?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That actually happened, though. I'm not making that up. That actually did happen, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got us free tickets. For some reason, I've been to a Blast game, too. You took me. That was the one that you sang at. I think that was the only one that I've been to.
It's a good time, though, right?
It was fun. Yeah. If I lived in the city,
it's a lot more exciting than...
outdoor soccer.
Outdoor soccer for people who don't get it.
Yeah.
Because the scoring is a lot more intense.
Yeah. And the action stays high.
You have a 20-point game in indoor soccer.
Right.
Which is like a lot more...
Well, just like arena football.
Enthusiastic for the... Yeah, like in arena football, you can have like a 75-point game.
Yeah. And I enjoy that. It's just a lot of scoring and... Good Lord
There's
knows
not a lot of strategy in a game like that. It's just all out assault.
And there's something about that I appreciate. Now, football's a bad example because I love American football, outdoor football. Soccer, I just don't really get. But
we're going to have to go to a game together or watch a game together.
I've been to the game. I enjoyed it. It was a good
No, I
time.
mean for the World
outdoor
Cup.
Soccer.
Yeah,
I don't have time for that.
We'll watch the World Cup game together.
I got 9 jobs right now. 9. Not really jobs.
You could take 2 hours out of your day on Tuesday.
I work like 160 hours a week. I slept 10 hours this last week.
Take a nice lunch at 4 o'clock on Tuesday.
Okay. There was 168 hours in this week.
Yeah.
And since Sunday, when I went to bed, I have slept 10 of them. Which means we are coming up on a full... I'm coming up on my... a full 6 days without... So
basically you're on a Cory editing schedule. I
am.
Yeah.
And just for no good reason, just because I got so much stuff going on. I don't have 2 hours to give to a soccer game. But maybe. Maybe we'll do it. Here's what I'll tell you. If they make it to the round of 4, I'll take the whole day off.
Oh, you'll take a day off if they make it to the final 4?
Day off.
Can we drink all day?
I thought you'd say jerk or drink?
Drink.
Drink, yes. Okay, we can drink all day. All right. We'll day drink.
We'll find a good place where we can day drink.
Yeah, that means I'm going to have to come up here. Because nothing's really showing the World Cup down there. They don't care.
The pub?
I mean, the pub probably would, actually.
The pub, I thought, would be all about it.
They might. I'm not there, so I don't even know. I'm not there during the day, so I can't tell you. But
ask Brian what he's doing for the World Cup.
Well, they probably are doing stuff, but I feel like it wouldn't matter because if he asked, he'd turn it on anyway. That's the kind of place it is. So.
Oh, no, but I'm saying he has to have some sort of special or something like that.
Oh,
a Flame in America drink or something like that.
There's a sign. Now, yeah, they are doing stuff for the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's got an interchangeable thing where for every game, the day whatever game is on that day, they do have something.
Gotcha.
Like couscous was one of the things. Like Morocco was playing, so it was couscous. Or Algeria, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so so if they get into the round of 4 and I don't have court on that day, I'll take the day off.
You'll spend day drinking.
Day drinking and watching. And you know what? I might enjoy it if I'm drunk.
All right.
I should probably have it.
And
we'll put it live on the podcast. Episode 4, part 2.
It'll be
Drunken World Cup.
We'll just get we'll hook up 2 GoPros, like one in front of each of our faces, and we'll
just let it go.
Yeah.
Just get crazy.
That'll be the way that episode goes.
Oh, my.
A 9-hour extended cut of us drinking and watching soccer.
Yeah. I feel like this episode has been us, like, at the beginning. The conversation before we went on the record here, or whatever.
I'm really curious how many people ask me about it.
About what we were talking about?
Yeah. Ask if they can get the bonus footage.
Bonus footage for a low donation of only $5. You get all the bonus footage. I feel like that was us jumping off the cliff, and this has just been one long fall.
It's just a free fall.
Yeah, and like there's no ground.
Now we can't sing anymore because that. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
then we got to pay for
like
rights.
10 seconds. Yeah, we can go over 10 seconds, so we're fine.
Yeah, but people would be able to clearly identify what we were doing.
True. Yes.
Yeah.
Although I think I waited about 4 beats too long, so it's not the song that you actually think that it is.
Yeah, it's not Ice Ice Baby, so
no,
relax.
It's not Ice Ice Baby. Anyway, so enjoy the World Cup, everybody. I know everybody but me likes it.
I believe. Do you know the chant, by the way?
You're trying to teach me the chant. I don't know the chant.
Ready? Here's how it goes.
I'm going to repeat after you. Yeah,
you repeat after me, and then as soon as I get to the I believe that we will win, you chant with me.
Right, yeah, I gotcha.
So, in honor of America,
here we go.
Me and Rob. In honor of America, Rob will hit himself in the face with the microphone like he does every single episode.
Every single episode, yes.
All right, ready? I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe that we will win. 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 Yeah, so you get 70,000 people doing that all at the same time. It's really magical.
It's something, all right. I'll tell you, it's magical.
TheAnthem.com?
TheAnthem.com. Stitcher.com. Magical.
Yeah.
It's a magical place.
I don't even know how they do it.
You can find all of our podcasts in perpetuity, which is one of my favorite legal terms, by the way, in perpetuity. Yeah. And you can find all of our stuff there. You can find all of your favorite podcasts there. Everything all in one place. It lets you go to one source, get all your information, get all your podcasts, whether you're at work, on the computer, you're on your phone, in the car.
But there's plenty of places. You could do it on iTunes as well.
Let's see. I was trying to do like
or Dogcatcher.
I was trying to do like a 20-second kick there, just on Stitcher. That's I don't know if you listen to podcasts, but sometimes what they do is they use something from the podcast to transition into just like a 20-second commercial,
right? That
seems to come in seamlessly, and it's almost like product placement, just seamless, and then back to the action. Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla are actually really great at this. So does Molly like World Cup? Yeah, no, Molly girl can watch the World Cup. Well, you know what else she likes?
BarkBox. Yeah,
just seamless.
Yeah,
just seamless. So we had it going.
I almost don't see it coming.
You almost. So we almost had that going, and then you ruined it.
Well, maybe next week.
Well, we'll try it again next week. We can't get the
for Corey.
Yeah, exactly. See, yeah. Can't get that right. We're not going to get the drop right either. Anyway, so check out more. First of all, everybody add me on Yo, Robert and Cheek, and
he will listen. If you get a Yo from Rob, it means take off your pants.
Hey, that's absolutely not. That is absolutely not true. Wait, I think I did that the wrong way. I was supposed to say not true. I don't know. I don't even know. I got to drive home after this.
Yeah.
I got to go to Centerville, do legal work for people.
Put the windows down.
Windows down. I'm going to stop and get another coffee.
Put the windows down. Listen to Biggie.
It was all a dream. That's all right.
So, TheAnthem.com. The Anthem on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Vimeo. And the phone number, 443-219-7595.
What was that number again?
443-219-7595. And feel free to leave messages about whether or not you knew where Belgium was.
I would enjoy those. And in fact, maybe you could can you put up a blank thing of the Europe?
Sure.
And no cheating, people, but take it out, write on it, and then scan and email it back to the Cory or the Anthem.
Or just do it in Paint or whatever.
Or you just do it in Paint, too.
Yeah,
I'm not so skilled.
Type in the...
Yeah, I guess I could do that. And then send it back. And let's see if people actually get it right. Now, I know a bunch of people are going to cheat. And if everybody does what I did, which is nail all the countries except for 2, you're eliminated automatically.
Yeah, you have to get at least one wrong.
Nobody but me is able to do that.
Let me suggest France.
Yeah, that's the easy one.
That's an easy one to miss.
If that's wrong, I'm going to be like, oh, no, that's obviously fake.
Because he got every single one wrong except for France.
Except for France. Come on.
Every single one right except for France.
Yeah. All right, so you can find me online at Robert N. Cheek on Twitter, Tumblr, all over the place, Instagram.
WhatsApp, yo.
WhatsApp and yo. Definitely add me on yo. I'd love to start getting some yos. And you can.
You don't even believe in what you say.
I don't. I really don't. But everywhere you can find me at Robert and Cheek, except for on Facebook, which is at Rob Cheek Esquire. That's ESQ. Enjoy your World Cup, everybody. I'm going to be way more excited in 2 weeks when we talk about the All-Star break, which is much better.
And I'm going to be pretty excited next week because we're going to be talking about summer movies.
Yes, and I'm going to have to see a couple movies this week.
Yeah.
Catch up a little bit on stuff that's I've missed. But, yeah, so I guess we're going to be talking about summer blockbusters, basically, like the big movies for the summer.
God, you know what I just realized?
What's that?
I'm going to have to, buy a ticket for another movie and then sneak into Transformers just so we can talk about it.
Because you don't want to give
I don't
want to
give Michael Bay any money. I'm so angry at him about Ninja Turtles, I don't want to even give him money for Transformers.
Okay. We're not going to get into Ninja Turtles because we'll talk about that next week.
All right.
But,
anyway.
But also remember...
For Cory.
Wait, no. God damn it. I don't even have the fight in me anymore. I'm just going to fillet the microphone for 2 minutes, call it a day. Now, remember that our theme song contest is still on. You have 4 weeks remaining, right? When this drops, it'll be the 1st, and we said by the last weekend in July. So you have 4 weekends remaining. To get in your theme song. So it just has to be original. By original, that means yours. It doesn't have to be made specifically for the podcast, but we would love it if it was. It just has to be yours so that you have the rights to give to us. It can't sample anything else.
Yeah. Do not cover...
No covers, samples, anything like
don't
that.
cover Free Fallin', for example.
Or Biggie.
It
was all a dream. Anyway, so enjoy your World Cup, everybody. I don't really give 2 shits about it, but enjoy it. Please.
Belgium,
please.
You're going fucking down.
And yay, America, because I'm so gung-ho. That was yay, America.
For Cory?
Well, I'm gonna put that on the soundboard, I think. Now,
yay, America.
Yay, America.
Yay.
Also, because there was one more thing. Check out FIFA. Enjoy your World Cup, but also check out FIFA. And because I really think we did an injustice by not really
talking about the awful part of soccer.
Look below at the show notes and check out the links and really watch it. So,
for Cory.
God damn it! Why can't you just let me? All right, here's what I'm just gonna turn your off there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so
for Cory.
For Cory, this is Robin.
For Cory, this is Rob.
No, it's not. That is an imposter.
Hold on, I'll give you back.
Okay, yeah. So, for Cory, this is Rob. Once again, you're listening to the Oh the Anthem podcast, part of the Oh the Anthem digital network. Have a great week, everybody.
See ya.